Hello everyone. Today we will learn Unity, that is ASP.NET. In that our main topic is validation controls. We will see what is validation controls and how it can be used, and we will see the first validation control, which is require field validator, in this lecture. I am your instructor Kruti Patel from LG Institutes of Engineering and Technology. Now we will start. What is validation controls? These controls allows you to validate an input control against several standard or user-defined rules. If validation fails, you can prevent page processing or allow these controls to show error message in this page. In Visual Studio, these controls are found in the Validation tab of the toolbox. First, what is validation controls and which is its base validator class? So the base validator class provides the core implementation for all validation controls. The validation controls are used to validate user input as an associate input control. When the user enters a value that does not match the validation criteria, the validation control display an error, the message. Because a validation control is separated from the input control, you can position the error message anywhere on the page relative to the input control. The ASP.NET provides several validations that perform specific types of validations. Here you can see the main properties are listed of base validator class. Control to validate property. This first property indicates that the validator will validate to which control. So here you need to pass any control name. For example, in text box 1, you need to validate require field validator. So here you need to pass this property control to validate equals to text box 1. Next is error message. So whatever the error message should be displayed when it occurs an error or it is not matched through validation. So this error message is written with this property error message. Next is text. So whatever the text you want to display by default as a validator. Next is display. It is used as a display property for setting any display or not, or display in which format. Next is valid property. Is valid property is a boolean property which value having a true or false. Whether if it is value is true means validation is done, and if it is valid property is not means validator will not match validate. Next is set focus on error. It will focus on error, and set if it is true then it will focus on error. Next is properties validate. It is used to validate the properties. Validation group. Now validation group will not a mandatory property. If you want to assign in a particular group of validations, then you can set this property. Like you are using a group name property in text box. Sorry, group name property in checkbox and radio button list. Next is validation empty text. So if validation is not done properly, then if you want to do it, this empty text, you can pass here. So all validation controls except validation summary control inherits all the common properties of base validator class. So if you are using any of the validator, it will inherit these all properties. We will see first validator, that is require field validator. The require field validator control is used to make an input control a required compulsory field. It checks whether the control is empty or not when the form is submitted. The multiple validator can also be associated with the same input control. Means what? You can apply multiple validators for a single input. For example, if in single text box you want to apply required field as well as range validator, you can do it. Properties are first initial value, it gets or set the initial value of the field. Now we will see how code will be written in ASP. So first you need to write ASP, then required field validator. This ID and run equal to server is compulsory property in all ASP tag which are run at server side. So here we will mention ID. You can assign any of the ID. If you have taken a require field validator first, then by default ID will be require field validator 1. Then run it equal to server and control to validate. Control to validate will say this validator will control to validate to which control. You can pass any of the control name here, for example, button, text box, label, etc. Then error message. Error message is written in double quotes. So please choose a candidate or whatever the error message. Get don't these text box get not be empty, or don't leave this field empty, etc. messages. Then ASP required field validator will be closed. Now we will see how required field validator control will run practically. For it, I'll open Visual Studio. I'll go in File, New Project, ASP.NET Web Application. I'll do this project name, Validator 1, and click OK. You can see here Validator 1 is added in your Solution Explorer. Now here default .aspx page is displayed, but I'll do coding in waveform1.aspx, which is empty waveform. So right click on that, add new item, choose waveform, click on add. Now here I'll get this required field validator, but before it I want to apply in text box. So here first of all I'll take a label and I'll write enter name here. So first of all I have taken this label. I'll change its text property, which is enter name. Now it is label, and after label I'll take text box on which I'll apply required field validator, and then after you can enter here any button, and I'll write here button property, which is submit. So button text is submit. Now I have taken these three controls, label, text box, and button over here. Now I'll apply required field validator on this text box. So from this toolbox, you will find validations. So here in validation, all validator controls are listed here. So first of all, you will get this required field validator and put at the place where you want to display error. It is mandatory and very important step. If you are placing this validator here, the error message will display here. So it is not practically feasible or advisable. So where you need message, you need to drag and drop the validator there place only. So here, I'll again drop this validator here. So require field validator. You can see in property window, its name is require field validator 1. So if we have multiple validator and their name is in sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Now I'll set the properties of this required field validator. So for it, I'll open property window, right click and goes in property. I'll show you. First of all, I'll zoom in this screen. So I'll open magnifier. Now you can see these properties are listed for required field validator. So here, first of all, I'll set its control to validate property. Here you can find control to validate is given. So in this control to validate, we need to apply the name of control. So here, if I'll click on this control to validate, I will see this arrow in this tab. So if I'll click on this arrow, I'll find the number of controls on which we can apply this validator is represented here. So I'll select text box 1. So my validator will validate this text box 1 data, and now I'll set its error message property. So here error message will be please enter your name. So this error message will be displayed when you are putting this place empty. You can also change error message for color also from here. So if I want to apply in with red color, so I'll choose red from here. So your message will be displayed with red color. You can also set its tooltip visible with or whatever the data. So these all properties you can apply. You can also set its back color, border color, or any of it. Now you can see its source code which I have been entered. First of all, ASP required after this text box ASP required field validator its ID and unit equal to server properties set. Then control to validate equals to text box 1. The error message will be please enter your name, and I have also set this code color which is red. Now I'll run this code. You can see here enter your name, it is label and it is text box. When I'll directly click on this button, this error message is here, please enter your name. But while I'll do any data with this text box, and if I'll press submit, this error message is not displayed here. There is one question, why this error message is displayed with the click event of button, as we have not written any data with the click event of button. You can see here its CS file is not called by us, so click event is empty, but still this message is arising. So it is because of when we'll click button, so it will reload the web page, and when it reloads the error message will be displayed. So you can also click on your page, then you will get this error message. So you can click, or you can click on button, or you can just place enter. So while I'll click on button, this message is came, but if I am doing any of this data and then press submit, then see it is not happening. So in this way, wherever you need such kind of validation, so the field cannot be put empty or asterisk type validations you need. At that time, you will use required field validator. So here we have learned what is validation controls and required field validator is used how. Thank you everyone.